Uh, Good morning, hi folks. Today we will look into a project. It's a text classification, which is obviously a NLP based project. Okay, here. In this project, we have used regular expressions for the pre-processing text. Okay, and extracting some information or the features. The second one we have used is tokenization for separating those pre-processed text into tokens, which is basically words. Okay, the second one is the tokenization for separating those pre-processed text into tokens, which is basically words. The third one is word embedding, fourth is character embedding, the fifth one is the 2CNN, two convolutional neural networks. The very first one is for word embedding and second one is built for the character embedding. So the explanation will be in three parts. The very first one is about regular expressions we have used in this video. Okay, we have used in this project for features extraction. The second one will be for tokenization and embedding. We can see it here. Okay, yeah, this is about the tokenizations. Okay, embeddings, and the last one is about the model that I have built using the CNN. Yeah, this is the model I have used, this train. Okay, you can see the architecture. So let's start. Okay, here. So let's start it. In the beginning, I have just imported all the necessary modules. Then I have downloaded the dataset to the Kaggle Colab. Now here I am extracting those dataset to the document folder. Okay, here we are separating the data set. Okay, here we are separating the labels and document numbers with the separator underscore. Okay, here in the list file name all the document labels are stored, and in the list doc number the document numbers are stored. Okay, now we are counting and storing the number of labels, that how many unique labels are present in the whole data set. After that we are assigning each label a number. Okay, we can say in the output like this sci.med is labeled as 3. Okay, here alt.atheism is labeled as 8. Okay, how now here now we are finding that how many documents are there exactly of each type. Okay, now we are creating the data frame from those data. Okay, here we have plotted a counter plot, which is a count versus labels plot. Okay, we can see that sci.space has this many documents. It is basically respective of each other. So we can see exactly how many of them exactly. I think 9,900 approx 950 approx. This is about 900 almost talk.politics.gun. Okay, now we should start. Okay, our actual project. In this video we will look into the pre-processing part. As we can see these are the things that I have to implement. Okay, this I have to implement in my project. Okay, here, yeah, we have done all the pre-processing part in the this function itself. Okay, and this function will return these three variables. The very first one is email, which contains the email. The subject variable contains the subject, and the pre-processed text will contain all the text other than these two things. Okay. Okay, now here we are opening the file. Okay, which we file with the file name which is basically a parameter of this our function. Okay, we will store it into the, we will read it into our date variable text. Okay, again here we are storing it in a variable called raw text, because we will not pre-process it or not change anything to it. Okay, so we store the all the text in it as it is. Okay, we will just manipulate and edit, pre-process the text variable. Okay, here we are taking we are storing, actually no, we are finding the email id. Okay, so it is a basically a regular expression for it. Okay, here we have making a temporary variable t. So we will in the okay. Here we are finding all the email IDs. Okay, in a text, in this, in the variable text. Okay, here we will loop through all the email IDs. Okay, we will loop through all the email IDs. Here we are in the t1 variable, we will be taking the second part. Okay, 0 and 1. Okay, we will separate our email id. Okay, you know what the email id has a format that name at the rate domain name. So we are taking only the domain name for our email id. Okay, we don't need the first part, that is the name part of our email id. So we are storing the second part in the t1. Okay, now suppose there is a email, let's take an example. There should be an email. Okay, text email. Okay, yep. Yeah, where did it go? Yeah, here we have email id dot j scope lan at the rate nyx dot cs dot du dot edu. Okay, we will copy it. Actually, let's copy it. Control C. Just a sec. Okay. Let's copy it here to understand. Okay, yeah, so we will here take only the part which is after the dot at the rate. Okay, now here we are splitting those which are in t1. So here we can say that nyx dot cs dot edu dot dot du dot edu. Okay, so we are separating it. So we have 1 2 3 4 we have 4 elements. Okay, in our list t2. Okay, because we have separating with it dot. Now we will remove if there is a dot com. Suppose someone has some email IDs, generally they have the email ID at the rate gmail.com. So we have to remove the word com from the our list. Okay, either it is a small com or capital. Okay, after removing it we will find those, we have to keep only those words which is greater than 2. Okay, it's like the here we have dot nyx. Okay, cs du edu. So we have to remove cs and du because it is 2 letter word. We will only keep nyx and dot or edu. Okay, so we are doing that here. After that we have making the list we are making the string, concatenating in a single string here. Like we have the 2 elements nyx and edu, we will concatenate with nyx space edu in a single string. Okay, and store in the variable stri. Okay, and we will store our stri variable in the email. Okay, so we have find our desired email what we need. After that we are replacing email. We will be replacing the emails with a space in the our text variable. Okay, in which we have our all the text. After that now we are moving towards the subject. Okay, so we will find all the subjects in our email. Okay, there is many editing. After that we will find all the subject, all the words with start with subject. Basically we have to find the subject in an email. We all know that email consists of a part that is subject. Okay, so we will find it. Okay, we will find all the t1s, sorry, all the subjects and store in the t1. So, and after that we will need the we don't need the exact word subject, we don't need the subject part, actually the text which is in the subject, okay, which we write in the subject. That's why we have a mm, opposite of concatenation. What it be? We are parting it actually. Oh, we are chunking it actually. It's not the official term for it, but we can say it. We are parting it basically. So after 8 here, why we have written 8? Because we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and the dot actually, or the space it could be, or the colon it could be. So we are removing those things, and after that all the text in the subject part we will take in the variable t. Okay, after that we remove all the punctuation marks from it. Okay, we remove the re, that is stand for reply. We will remove the re word. Okay, and put instead nothing to it. Okay, now our subject has been pre-processed, so we will store it in the variable subject which we have initialized to the starting of the function. Okay, so now we will remove several things, like after this we will replace the subject, all subject, okay, with space in the our original text. Okay, we will remove right to, the sentence which starts with right to or from, we replace it with space. Okay, we have to remove the words which is in the angular bracket, in the bracket, in the square bracket. Okay, we will remove the words which is end with colon here. Okay, we will substitute all the words which are short form, in the short form or in the decontraction form, like dash re, sorry, single quote re, that is stands for are, would, not, am, is, have, will, not, these things. Okay, these are the short forms. We will these are the short forms, and we will have to replace with these words. Okay, now we move towards a very important topic, that is chunking. Now we have to do the chunking to our text. Okay, so first of all let's take a little introduction. What is chunking? We can see this is a good article I found it on the towards data science. It was written by Nikita Achani. Okay, I'm sorry if I couldn't spell the name correctly. So what is chunking? Chunking is a process of extracting phrases from unstructured text, which means analyzing a sentence to identify the constituents. In the simple words, we can say that chunking is basically dividing our sentences into phrases and tagging those phrases. POS tagging. Stands for parts of a speech tagging. We tag those phrases, whether it is a noun, it is a verb group, or something like that. It is a place or person. Okay, we do it here. So we will take the NLTK dot word tokenizer, all the words. Okay, from we will take all those words with the help of NLTK library. Okay, so now we are tagging each of the words into and storing the tagged. Okay, and chunks. So here we will store all the words which has been tagged as person into the person variable. We will append all the words which are tagged as place in the place variable. Okay, appending, we will append all those things. After that we will remove all the digits from our text. Okay. uh, Here read or we will remove the words which starts with the underscore and ends with the underscore, only starts with the underscore or only end with the underscore part. Okay. After that we will here yeah we will we will here we are actually separating the words. Okay. We are separating the words which are concatenated by the underscore. Okay. So we will remove the word, we will separate, after separating those words which word is less than whose length is less than 1, we will remove it. Okay. In the is less than 2. Okay, either its length is 1 or 2, we will remove it. Here again we will first here we will convert our text, all the text into lowercase. Okay. After that we will remove all the words which whose length is less than or equal to 2 and whose length is greater than equal to 15. Okay. We'll remove those words. After that we will only keep okay we keep only words which starts with either A to Z, capital or a small. Okay. Otherwise we will replace with space. Here extra spaces we are replacing the extra spaces with a single space. Okay. So now our text variable is fully preprocessed, thus we will put it into the preprocessed text variable. Okay. And here combined, there is a variable combined which will consist all the three variables combined, email plus subject plus text. Actually it will be concatenated in the single variable. Now we will close the file and return email subject preprocessed text combined and raw text. Okay. Here we are storing all the files which are in document folders in the files variable, which will create a list. We are creating an empty list, that is data, and we will loop through all the files and call the preprocess function with parameter file names each. Okay. After that we will append all those data in the data list. Okay. Here after that we will create with the variable data the data frame with the columns email subject preprocessed text email combined and raw text. Okay. Here we will have another 2 or more columns, that is the class file names num, which will contains the labels of the class in the numeric form, and the document number which we have extracted to the upper in the upper section. Okay. After that we will convert it to a CSV file. We are mounting our drive, and here we are copying I'm copying the my file, copying the text data.csv file to the drive. Okay. After that after doing this we will take the data from the drive itself and store in the data, read the CSV file from the drive. Okay. And store in the df1 variable. So you can see how our now data frame looks like. Okay. Our data looks like this is the email section, this is the subject section, preprocessed text combined, raw, class labels, and the doc numbers. Okay. It is how one look like, how one of one data point looks like, actually email subject preprocess and so on. Okay. So that's it in the this section. Now we will move towards the next section, that is our tokenization section. Okay. So see you in the next video.